Pacifica Northwest used to be one of the most hated characters in Gravity Falls until one episode. In this video, I'll be doing a deep dive on how this show was able to turn one of its most hated characters into a fan favorite. Pacifica is a spoiled rich kid, at least at first glance. She's rude, she's mean, and she's also the rival to one of our main characters, Mabel. Clearly, we were meant to dislike this character, but in this episode, they did something different. They put context to her character. The episode starts with her parents wanting to throw a yearly party for the rich and successful. While they're preparing everything, Pacifica comes out wearing a dress, but her mom tells her to change. Pacifica says she actually kinda likes the one she has on, and that's when her father steps in. He jingles a bell once, and she immediately obeys, with a disappointed look. Already, it doesn't matter how much you hate this character, you feel bad, bro. Remember that she's only 12 years old and she can't even have the simple liberty of choosing her own dress to wear. This scene sets the tone for the rest of the episode. So pretty much, there's a haunting in their mansion, and so they call Dipper to exorcise it. In return, they give tickets to him, Mabel, Candy, and Grenda for the party. This is the main plot of the episode, but I'll focus more on Pacifica's character rather than the story. Now this is when we get more familiarized with an unexpectedly fun duo, Dipper and Pacifica. These two are pretty much always bickering, but in a funny way. Dipper doesn't have the best view of Pacifica, just like most people, but he also doesn't know her that well. They end up finding the ghost. Dipper looks in the journal and he sees that he can only catch this ghost using a silver mirror. As they're running, he sees one, but Pacifica stops him, because their shoes are covered in mud from running all over the place, and they'd have to go over this carpet that her parents supposedly love to get that silver mirror. Dipper is understandably annoyed by this, because they don't have time for this BS. He asks, "Why are you so afraid of your parents?" At this point, the viewers sort of know why. She's clearly been trained ever since she was young to always listen to her parents. It's clear that they're very controlling. They even use a bell to stop her from doing things as if she's an animal or something. But of course, Dipper doesn't know all that. They eventually find a silver mirror, and Dipper finally catches the ghost. Pacifica hugs him in excitement and then immediately locks back in. It's a wholesome moment that the two share. As Dipper is leaving, Pacifica tells him to stay at the party, but Dipper kindly refuses. And then he tells himself, "Call me crazy, but maybe she's not so bad after all." Dipper has only ever thought of Pacifica as some annoying spoiled rich kid. But after spending some time with her, bickering with her, laughing with her, he realized that she was so much more than that, and that the image of her he had in his mind was nothing but a caricature. But then the ghost laughs inside the mirror. He says that Dipper reminds him of himself when he was younger. So pretty much, the reason this ghost haunts the Northwest family is because they snaked him many years ago. When he was alive, he was a lumberjack, and he and his mates were building the Northwest mansion with the promise that they'll be invited to the party when they're done. But after all the hard work, the Northwest just laughed in their faces and shut the door. Of course, this would never happen in real life. Billionaires lying and stealing from the working class. Come on. Anyways, he died shortly after and cursed their entire family. This knowledge has been passed down throughout generations within the Northwests. The family knew, Pacifica knew, but they lied to Dipper to make him do their dirty work. Dipper was furious at this newfound information and goes to confront them. When he does, the dad pretty much says, "The game's the game, and we don't accept your kind here." Pacifica sees and hears all this and tried to apologize, but her dad jingles the bells and she stays silent yet again. Dipper leaves feeling cheated, and long story short, the ghost tricks Dipper into escaping and goes to take his revenge. He turns everyone to wood. When Dipper catches up to him, it's too late. He already turned everyone, except Pacifica, who's hiding in some hidden room. Dipper finds her and she looks visibly upset. This is because she just found out that the room she was in was hidden because there's a bunch of proof of all the messed up things her family did. And she tells Dipper that he's right about her. She lied to him. She's no different from her family. But you see, there's a reason we sympathize with her in this scene. Because she clearly feels bad, and she's so young, and from previous scenes we can guess that she never had a choice in the matter. It's not hard to feel bad for her. I think anybody else in her position would be the same, maybe even worse. Dipper realizes this and comforts her. He tells her that it's never too late to change. Eventually, they confront the ghost, but he immediately turns Dipper into wood. That's when Pacifica calls to the ghost saying she'll open the doors to the public, but he needs to turn everyone back to normal. As she says this, her parents secretly poke out of a bunker, telling her to join them instead. Her dad even says they'll eat the butler for food. Which, again, there's no way that these billionaires in real life are cannibalistic monsters, right? What a silly Disney show this is. Anyways, Pacifica ignores them and reaches out for the lever to the door. The dad, in shock, pulls out the bell, and this is clearly very hard for Pacifica to do, but she disobeys her dad despite him jingling the bell. And the dad has the audacity to ask if the bell's broken, because it's such a foreign concept to him that his daughter would disobey him. Talk about controlling. Pacifica opens the gates, breaks the curse, turns everyone back to normal, and now the whole town is allowed into the party. The episode ends with Dipper and Pacifica stepping on the same carpet that she was so afraid of messing up, and she doesn't seem to care at all now. In this episode, we see how context changes everything. We went from hating a character to feeling bad for her when she didn't even change that much. It's our perception of her that changed. When you've been controlled and fed this idea that money and success is all you have at a young age, how else are you gonna act? Clearly she isn't allowed to express herself properly, so that's the only thing that she can feel pride in. But even with this, she still changes and goes against the system despite the consequences that might fall on her. Breaking the generational curse every other billionaire in her family couldn't do, and didn't even want to do. You know, if we had a Pacifica in our world, maybe it wouldn't be so corrupt. This episode gave us another look at Pacifica Northwest, and it really put the viewers in her shoes to make us sympathize with her, and it worked. Ever since that episode, both of the characters in the show and the fans stopped looking at Pacifica as an enemy, but more as an ally. This is one of my all-time favorite Gravity Falls episodes. I mean, the character development, the plot, the side plot, the chemistry between Dipper and Pacifica, the build-up to the big reveal of the show, it's all just perfect, and I feel like I can make 5 different videos on this episode alone. And to be honest, I probably will. I've been wanting to make a Gravity Falls video for a while now, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know if you want more Gravity Falls videos, or if you want me to make a video on something else. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.